Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Locum23 here, joining me back for Choices, the stories we play, Rules of Engagement, Book 1, Chapter 3, Date with Destiny. Now playing as Katie. A night out in Venice. You don't waste any time, do you? Not a single second. I'll go arrange a few things that'll make this evening just right. He smiles briefly, then pulls out his phone and walks to the other end of the bar as Jess and Nicole come up. Jess, you're back. I thought you were going after your soulmate. I never caught up with him after he left the mixer. Ahem. But we came to see how Katie is doing. Looks like it's going really well, sis. I saw you flirting with sexy businessmen over there. Oh. Yeah, Oh, wow, is that William Sloan? You know him? I know of him. He's number 11 on Forbes' list of most promising CEOs under 35. Ooh, I knew I recognized him. You read Forbes? No, TMZ's got a bunch of pics of him with different women every week. There's one of him and Taylor Swift leaving a club together. Wow, he's kind of famous. I'm interested, intimidated. Maybe I shouldn't try to pursue anything with him. Oh, come on, Katie. It's time to live. Just remember, you don't have much time if you're going to get married in 3 months. If that's your goal, you should be looking for someone who wants to get married. And from what Jess said, William might not be the type to settle down. Maybe he just hasn't met the right girl. You need to go out and show him how great you are. And then you can start digging into his commitment issues. Maybe you're the one he's been waiting for. You could be the exception or the rule. Just be careful. Here you come, answer, and William comes back. Ready? I think so. A short while later, you and William step off the cruise ship and onto the port near Venice. You teeter slightly when you step onto solid land. Wow. Careful. I take it this is your first time off the boat in a couple days. You'd be right. I guess I haven't adjusted to my land legs. Until you do, allow me. He extends his arm to you, and you smile and reach out to take it. Thanks. William leads you confidently away from the port towards the heart of the city. Okay, Katie, play it cool. Just keep it fun and flirty. We can find out if he's a long-term potential a little later. You seem to know where you're going. Have you been here before? Yes, I studied abroad my junior year of college. Oh, in Italy? England, actually. But I spend more time traveling than taking classes. Everything at your fingertips over here. You can hop on a train in the morning and find yourself in a completely different country by lunch. I bet you had a real adventure that year. I had fun. Though my days of sleeping my lumpy head in the foreign hostels are definitely over. How about you? Have you been to Venice before? Venice? My first time I visited. Practically local. It's my first time. Then let me be the one to introduce you to. I can't wait. This way. William turns a corner where you find an older, kindly man waiting on a small stone pier near a fancy gondola. Our carriage awaits. Ladies first. Soon you're floating down the canals, enjoying flowering plants and iron-wrought balconies, the brick facades of old-world buildings, and the setting sun on the blue water. Breathtaking, isn't it? It's incredible, but haven't you seen all this before? Yeah, and yet I'm still charmed. There's nothing more appealing than a city with history. There's always something new to discover. I like that. Sounds like you enjoy seeing the world. Do you get to travel for yourself often? Not as often as I'd like. Work keeps me busy. As I said, even this cruise is a business opportunity. But it's not all bad. I'm looking forward to visiting my favorite places, seeing new ports, and meeting enchanting people. He lifts your hand and kisses the knuckle. You smile at him. Watching the sunset from a gondola is definitely a step up from the singles mixer. Are we cheating? Should we be spending these first few hours on something more typical of first dates? You mean like cheesy icebreaker questions? I'm afraid I'm not familiar with them, but I'm an open book. Ask me anything. Alright, I have an icebreaker question for you. What's your Pedrodamus? If you had $1 million, what would you do? Which single word would you use to describe yourself in bed? Wow. What's your Pedrodamus? Probably a lion. Brave, fierce, willing to fight. You don't get where I am without those qualifications. How was that? Compared to the other answers I heard at the mixer, I definitely say it was pretty good. Definitely in the top 10. William laughs. Frankly, I'm not used to being less than excellent. I'd better step up my game. Got any other questions for me? You look over the water, thinking about what your sister said. Here's a more serious question. Are you single? Would you ever want to be married? Why are you single? Would you believe me if I said I was waiting for the one? Not really, but from what I've heard, it doesn't sound like you're actually waiting. And from what I've seen, it's clear that you'd be very good at planning dates. Fair enough. To be honest, I enjoy first dates. The thrill, the rush, the feeling of getting to know someone. But only for one night? That's how it turns out usually. We drift apart. I'm completely devoted to my work, so that doesn't help. Why are you asking? Oh, I'm just, curious. About where this might go? It's been on my mind. He squeezes your hand. Katie, I don't know all the answers for you right now. But I can tell you that I've been captivated by you since the moment I met you. You're dazzling, warm, funny, and clever. And right now, I never want this moment to end. Ooh, we got a smooth talker, don't we? Can you do that for a little while for me? Live in the moment? I think... yes. Exactly what I wanted to hear. As the sun sets, the gondola pulls up alongside the edge of the canal, and William helps you out. You both wave to the gondolier as he floats away. Where to now? I know just the place. You and William walk into the bustling upscale restaurant. Welcome to Ristorante Olivero. If you want the best Italian fare in the city, this is it. At your table, William pulls your chair out for you. A waiter comes up to take your order. Before you can say anything, William starts pointing to various menu items as he speaks. Buonasera. We like this, a bit of this, and a bottle of your finest cabaret. The waiter nods, William shuts his menu and hands it over. You do the same, raising an eyebrow at him. I hope you don't mind that I ordered. I know what's good here. You know, I'm a vegetarian, right? I like it when you take charge. I can speak for myself. He's being a gentleman. No reason to be rude. Vegetarian. Didn't know she is. I don't think she is. But I myself love meat, let's be honest. But nothing wrong with vegetarians, in case you are. I like it when you take charge. It's kind of fun. Wait until you see what I can do with the dessert menu. I can't wait. A short while later, the waiter brings back the wine and exquisite plated entrees. What do you think? You take your first bite and close your eyes with pleasure. This is amazing. I feel like this is the first time I've actually tasted truly good Italian food. I'm glad you're enjoying our night. This is certainly the most remarkable first date I've ever been on. Venice is hard to top. I couldn't imagine a better night out. How about you? In your wildest dreams, what would we be doing tonight? Oh, my perfect date? Dancing the night away at the hottest clubs in Vegas. No. Romantic dinner in Venice is pretty much it. Netflix and chill. You know, just for a moment, I hate that damn fucking phrase. I'm sorry, but I do. I really do. A romantic dinner in Venice is pretty much it. What can I say? I'm having fun. Delicious food, incredible sights, and someone fascinating to talk to. I swear, if it's swagger next, we're going to talk about, I'm done. I'm walking out. These moments for the two of us to really talk. Isn't that what relationships and romance are all about? I couldn't agree more. It's times like these when the world slows down and you feel like you can connect with another person in this big, crazy universe we live in. As the two of you finish dinner and the check arrives, William reaches for it. Let him pay. Please, I'll take care of this. William hands his card and bill over to the waiter. I chose the restaurant and our meal. It's only fair I pay. I mean, yes, gentlemen, it is your first date, so I'm going to have to agree with that. Thank you. It's my pleasure. After the bill is settled, you take William's arm. Back to the boat? Our evening's not over yet. My tour of Venice wouldn't be woefully lacking if I didn't take you out for an espresso. Oh God, can I marry this man myself? I'd hate to miss it. I love coffee. William leads you to San Marco Piazza and over to an outdoor cafe table. He orders you each an espresso. The real magic of this piazza, to me, has always been seeing the lights at the night. It's beautiful. I can see why you love Venice so much. I have a weakness for the Italian aesthetic. I've always been inspired by the greats like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo. I should admit I don't know much about them, which technically I do. Show off your knowledge of an Italian artist. Name rest in the Ninja Turtles. I'm done. Oh, God. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's a smart-ass answer. I love the work they've done, and I've always found Da Vinci's work fascinating. I used to think of Da Vinci only for the Mona Lisa, but I didn't realize he was also quite the inventor. So you studied his work? Airplanes, boats. He was a true Renaissance man, wasn't he? I found his work incredibly inspiring. Many people dabbled across multiple fields, but he achieved mastery of every subject he touched. All at once, you hear the strains of a live band queuing up. People in the piazza start gathering to listen to the music. I feel like we should dance. You look over and find William, shaking his head. Actually... Oh, don't tell me Mr. Perfect doesn't dance. He lifts his hands. My one shortcoming, I'm afraid. Really? I never learn, and in my line of work, you can't let yourself look ridiculous and still command respect in the boardroom. Ah, well, we're not in the boardroom now? I get it. We're not in the boardroom now. what better time to let loose and embrace the night? I don't really let loose. Maybe you can surprise yourself. Huh. Well, think about it. Just then, a waiter arrives with your espressos. Perfect timing. Like I said, no Italian dinner is complete without an espresso. The trick is to take it very strong with lots of sugar. I agree with this. You follow William's examples, emptying 2 sugar packets in, then taking a sip. Wow, this is strong. I guess I'll click and skip. Maybe I'm not. What about you? Are you ready to call it a night, or gelato, moonlight strolls, starry skies? I'm singing a song. No, it is has a lot more to offer. Well, so do I. Okay. Let's see what else is here. We should go back. This game is such an asshole because you know possibly you might be able to connect more, but you and William head back to the ship right before you head into your room. William, thanks for a wonderful evening. You smile up at him and William takes your hand. You know, I usually don't go for second dates, but with you, something tells me I'm not going to be able to stay away. Oh? I'm only human after all. He leans down and kisses you on the cheek. I have some work that'll keep me busy, so you might not hear from me for a little while. But I promise I'll be in touch. Good night, Katie. Good night, William. Now playing as Jess. It's your first morning on the new job. You make your way back to the kitchen of the Nomad, the French restaurant on board the ship. Let's get this over with. Well, hello, I'm Carter. I definitely would have remembered seeing a hot girl like you around here, so you must be new. Let me tell you. I mean, okay, so basically this is the sister that's a lot looser that is this kind of persona. I'm kind of feeling that I'm new here, but not by choice. Honesty goes a long way too. She is both of those, but we'll go with this. I do not want to be here right now. Even if I promise to keep you company. Well, that does make the idea of a 6-hour shift more bearable, but only slightly. I'll have to work on it then. I've been working on this cruise ship for the last couple of summers, so if you need someone to show you the ropes... Yeah? Are the ropes the only thing you can show me? Definitely not. More and more coworkers arrive and start to mingle in the kitchen, but you barely notice them as you continue chatting with Carter. So, you just, what, decide up and work on a cruise ship? Didn't want to do the usual 9 to 5? Something like that. There's no better way to see the world on a limited budget. You fall silent as an absolutely gorgeous and familiar man strides into the room and spots you. Oh my god, it's you! Really? How do I get the drink now? What are you doing here? Don't look at me dressed like this. What are you doing here? I work here. And that uniform. You must be Jess, the new girl. You've heard of me? Yes, my name is Blake Yasuda, and I'm your boss. Wait, what? Want to see what happens with Jess and her hot boss? Check out the next chapter to find out. Interesting ending. Alright, so it looks like we did a room and diamond. Oh no! So we're gonna have to wait because we, most recent key, the one of the two today I used was chapter 2 of this, and now we've used rules of engagement. So, this is starting to slow down now that I'm catching up on episodes. We've only got 2 more chapters of that. Crown and the Flame, Freshman Book 2, only 2 more chapters of that. Crown and the Flame, I think there's 4. Let's double check here. Yep, 4. So, stay tuned. Unfortunately, we have this wonderful key wall. Not even a diamond wall that we encounter during the episodes, a key wall for when you're wanting to play. So if you guys did enjoy, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You're subscribed already, aren't you? Oh, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about it. If you're not, you're going to miss great content. If you are awesome. Thumbs up. I love you. Give you a kiss. Take out for some espresso because I make a killer double espresso, sometimes a triple, depending on sleep deprivation. And until next time, folks, have a good one.